Hey, thank you for tuning into my Minds channel. This is at The Real Views Above. I'll try something new for my website, TryJimmy.WordPress.com. This is Views Above Circus. And if you're a conspiracy nut, you're going to like this one. Do you believe that possibly that there are tunnels underneath being exploded, being blamed as earthquakes? Well, if you are a conspiracy nut, just like I am, stay tuned. I'm going to talk about these. Are secret tunnels being destroyed and mistaken purposely as earthquakes? I'm going to talk about this and something else as well. Thank you for tuning in. All over the world in the past couple of months, earthquake reports have been publicized more than usual. Now, are there secret tunnels being destroyed and mistaken purposely as earthquakes? Now, claims are suggesting that underground explosions. Now, if you're a conspiracy nut, you're going to love this one. Now, you may have noticed a number of times earthquakes have been in the news. With the help of the mainstream media, the public has been made aware of by the unusual number of times earthquakes have been reported. Now, it makes you wonder if earthquakes are rising, doesn't it? Now, are earthquakes rising? Now, truth is, with the many reports that recently came out in regards to Chile, China, Haiti, and Indonesia, and even the state of California here in the United States, one may begin to think that earthquakes are becoming more and more common. But they are not. Fact is, we have been having fewer. Now, according to the British Geological Survey, they claim in the last 20 years, they have described a decline in earthquakes that made a magnitude of 7 or more. However, that doesn't explain the number of earthquakes that are taking place in populated areas. Or does it? They may be of lower magnitude, but the damage and the mayhem still take place. Emergency personnel are still called out to bring order and calculate the damage, just as if it were a magnitude of 7 or more. Now, just what's causing these earthquakes is what's troubling. Now, people who have experienced these odd earthquakes say it felt different. Now, are there tunnels? Well, yes, but it's not that if the tunnels exist. It's about who has recently been using them. But more importantly, for what purpose? You'll find a secret tunnel system secretly being used in about every large city. Some are so old that it's not known who really built them. Every now and then, a new tunnel is discovered that's been hidden purposely for generations and generations. Now, have these secret tunnel systems been running full throttle in recent months? Were they discovered and cleared out? Could those have been explosions mistaken purposely for earthquakes? Now, during tunnels or earthquakes. Now, during Prohibition, tunnels were mainly used to smuggle and hide alcohol in a back alley bar known as a speakeasy. Nowadays, secret tunnels in large cities are said to be used mostly for human trafficking, moving victims from one building to another. But not always. Human, women, children, sex, trafficking, it's a global problem. In some countries, it runs deep within its government. Now, human trafficking, it became so big it couldn't stay hidden any longer. Some politicians, CEOs, celebrities, world leaders, they seem to be linked to human trafficking in some way or another. Countries like Chile, where Chile's human trafficking has risen by 500%, Chilean officials have also conspired to bring hundreds of Chinese immigrants into the country of Chile, illegally using fraudulent official papers. Now, once in the country, they're free to walk around in the country. China's not happy, to say the least. Chile's human trafficking problem and these odd earthquakes happening in populated areas could be the secret tunnel system being destroyed, or at least cleared out, by artillery or sophisticated weapon system. The United States has complimented Chile's effort to put a stop to Chile's human trafficking in their country. China's one-child policy, now it's abolished, has led to a surprising shortage of women, which is believed to be the cause of trafficking women into the country. Child trafficking and its secret link to adoption is a serious problem in China. Sad thing is, though, it's often the parents of the child who sell them off into a shady, somewhat legal adoption. So, China's human trafficking can be anywhere as high as 200,000 a year, maybe more. Officials in China are finally cracking down on those involved with China's human trafficking. The country of Haiti has its fair share of reports of human child trafficking, and now suspiciously earthquakes are felt. Coincidence? But let's not forget about the 10 Americans involved in Haiti's human trafficking back in June of 2010. Also, sex slaves who range in age anywhere from 8 to 14 years old were freed from their captors, according to an article printed on news.com Australia back in July 2017. Haiti's human trafficking seems to stem mostly from orphanages and bogus adoption agencies. Haiti's human trafficking is just as serious as China's human trafficking. Yep, it's a serious problem, folks, and these earthquakes are kind of driving me crazy. I was doing a little investigating, and so I came across this article. This earthquake report, document, whatever. Checking out these earthquakes in China. Most recent one felt was, I think January 19th, this year. Checking it out. I'm not saying anything's wrong, but then I go over to the Twitter account here, and go and I check that out, and it's freaking suspended. Why is Quake Tracker 4 suspended from Twitter? I'm looking into this. If you know the answer, let me know. All right, y'all. I'll talk to you guys later.